Afternoon, everybody. I'm really excited for Raptor Tank to begin, and I know all of you are here to share your great ideas and to learn so much throughout this workshop. It's a great opportunity. So to start off, my name is Audrey Rapp. I am one of the Raptor Tank co-leads this year, and I'm also the owner of Roast Design LLC, and I am an honors student in the Macklin Business Institute program.
What's going on, guys? I'm Ben. As you see in the picture, I don't know where I'm looking, but I'm also an MBI sophomore as well. And yeah.
Good afternoon. My name is Zandra. I'm also a sophomore at MC, and I'm also in the Macklin Business Institute program.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Evan. I'm the thumbs up guy. I'm also a part of the Macklin Business Institute, but I am a freshman, however, and I'm excited to be working with all of you guys. With that said, what is Raptor Tank? Raptor Tank is obviously, as you guys have probably heard all of us say, it's a business pitch competition, and it was established in 2014. And previously it used to be a year-long event, but we have condensed it to a fall semester only program. In addition, what's unique about Raptor Tank is that it's student run and student funded. It's student run by us co-leads and funded by the MBI Cafe located on the Rockville campus. There are many benefits to being a part of Raptor Tank. Obviously, the chance at winning up to $2,500 for your business. And then you also get advice from the real entrepreneurs, the business faculty and student mentors. And you also get the chance to work and operate in a new network of people like-minded as yourselves. With that said, I'd like to introduce our winner from last year's competition, Jessica Ajapong.
Hi, everybody. My name is Jessica Ajapong. I am a senior biology major at Howard University. And last year I won the pitch competition for Raptor Tank. Just a little bit about me, my business is called Dermavant. And so it's an app that seeks to simplify skincare by first helping you build and then maintain your skincare routine. That's like the bare bones of it. But I'm here to talk to you about Raptor Tank. So the awesome thing about this program is that it teaches you all the ins and outs of business, whether that's if you're going for a startup like I am, or a small business in your community, it's really going to be a great learning experience for you. Some of the things that you can expect to learn include like whether your idea is even a good one, how to build out like your financial models, and identifying your competitors and the edges that you have over them. It's also a really great public speaking experience. I don't know about this year, but last year we had people in the auditorium and then people, looking in on from MCTV. So it sounds a lot more daunting than it actually is, but it was a really great experience. So some of the things that I've been doing since Raptor Tank ended, essentially finding my product by talking to potential customers and also investors to see like what an ideal end product would look like. And so one of the things to also learn in the program is like what you think is a good idea, what actually is a good idea are two very different things. So I just want to make sure that what I'm building is actually going to be beneficial for customers. So also right now I'm currently building an MVP, so a minimum viable product, and searching for a tech co-founder. And also in between that, I've been doing venture capital internships to sort of get the investors side of things. So Raptor Tank definitely gave me skills and confidence I didn't have before. So whether your idea is fully fleshed out or you don't have one yet, you stand to benefit from this program point blank. And I really hope you enjoy it as much as I did. So good luck, have a good semester, and I can't wait to see what you guys build.
So moving on, this would be our timeline for the competition. So today we'll have a workshop focused on business pitch and tricks hosted by Professor Weiser. And next week we'll have a pre-recorded Edpuzzle video for you guys. And we'll send out the details about it after the workshop for today. And on September 30th, we'll have a pre-recorded video about marketing your business, hosted by Shai Palavani. And we'll also have a live portion for social media marketing, which will be hosted by the MBI consulting members. And on October 4th, we will send out an Edpuzzle video for you guys to work on. And the speaker for that workshop would be Brian Nessie. And on October 14th, we'll have our networking event where participants would have a chance to connect with the invited judges and speakers. It would be live via Zoom from 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. On October 21st, we'll have another Edpuzzle recorded workshop video with Bill Fu as the speaker. And on October 28th will be the last workshop. It will be live, and the Raptor Tank co-leads will be talking about the virtual presentation tips and tricks for that one. So after all the workshops, November 4th will be the last day for the participants to submit your videos. And your videos have to be less than 5 minutes, and we'll send out more details about that soon. And from November 6th to November 11th would be the voting period for Audience Choice Awards. So Raptor Tank viewers will have the chance to vote for their favorite business pitch. And like what I said before, we'll send out details about that soon. November 11th would be the Q&A portion where participants and the judges will meet via Zoom to talk about their business pitch ideas from 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. And November 18th will be the Raptor Tank event day where the winners will be announced on our social media accounts.
So I'll introduce Professor Weiser. Many of you know her from MC, and maybe you had one of her classes, but she's a coordinator of business and management at MC. She's a member of the business faculty at MC, also a business faculty member, and works with other colleges such as the University of Maryland. And she's also the founder of Weiser Consulting. So she's gonna be able to help you guys out a lot. So Professor Weiser, you wanna take it away? I think you're on mute.
Thank you, Ben. I've been so good at not making that mistake the past few weeks. I knew it was coming. Too good at it. Welcome, everyone. We get some round of applause for our leads this semester. One of the unique aspects of our business program is that we have students helping run this program. They really make it all happen, and they're doing it for you, for other students at MC. So that's a really neat thing, that we have a business competition that has students supporting other students. So you have 4 great leads that are here really to help make this great for you. And so I would like to give them a round of applause and credit. I do want to point out to you before I get started, I'm one of our faculty advisors. I serve as the co-director of Raptor Tank. This has been going on for a number of years now, and it's been an awesome program to be a part of. One of our other co-directors is also here today, Mr. Stephen Lang, who's also the director of the Macklin Business Institute Honors Program on campus. Would you say hi, Mr. Lang?
Hey everybody, I'm really excited for another year of Raptor Tank. It's always a great event, great ideas, and again, excited to see what all of you can accomplish in this virtual environment.
Thank you, Mr. Lang. And we have one other faculty advisor here with us tonight, Miss Lindsay Yair. Can you say hello?
Hi everyone, happy to be here.
And you have a few other professors that are here and help support the program. So you'll notice them copied on a lot of the email communications and that we're available here to give you guys some extra support one-on-ones. I hope you take advantage of that. There are so many people who support this program. And so we want to make sure that you know about some of those resources, and you'll hear more of that from the leads soon. Now I'm going to jump into our topic for today. We have an exciting workshop so we can get to know each other. And learn more about your businesses and really start getting you ready right from the get-go to pitch your business and be a part of this program. So give me a moment. I'm going to share my screen with you. And we're going to talk right now about business concept development. So you'll see on this screen, it all starts with an idea. So raise your hand either electronically using the participants piece right on the bottom on your remote control there. You'll see a participants on the screen. You can wave your hand electronically or give me a thumbs up reaction or clap if you have a business idea. Awesome. So I see lots of people raising their hands. We see some thumbs up, clapping. That's awesome. So everyone, look, we're all here. We share something in common. And that's what's another great thing about Raptor Tank. We're a community. So you have a network of other students at MC interested in business with ideas. Some of you have an idea, and some of you actually already have a business you're looking to possibly grow in our program. And that's okay either way. These workshops will be helpful to you. So today we're going to talk about how to develop that business idea. So a key skill for any entrepreneur is to be able to effectively explain your idea to somebody else. Even if you're not trying to find an investor, you're going to need to explain your idea to potential customers, employees, mentors, strategic partners, somehow in a way that they can understand. And so you never want to be in a conversation where the person you're talking to just has no idea what you're talking about your business. So I like to show you a video on the screen to get us started, and I'm going to show it to you now. It's from a great site. It's called Hardly Working. You don't want to sound like these guys. So as we watch the video, it's a few minutes long. I want you to take a look at what you think they're doing wrong, and we'll talk about that when the video's over. Oops.
So the long and the short of it is the website is in trouble. I hear you guys can help.
Absolutely. Yeah, 100%. Totally, not a problem. 100%. Let us explain a little bit about what our company, Brushfire Media, does.
Okay.
Unfortunately, our other partners, Kyle Chadwick and Moog, couldn't be here. And what they're doing, Samba?
No.
Sambro?
No.
Sambone. I like Sambone. What's actually interesting about Sambone is they are pitching a straight to Nokia-based smartphone app called 5 Square, similar to 4 Square, except that it's for medical professionals who have HPV. What Brushfire Media does is a little different. We started in our dorm room at Oswego College 4 years ago as a way to seamlessly fuse branded integrations with content creators such as yourselves.
What does any of that mean?
Okay, look, if I could just drive the bus for a second. Okay. Branded integration from a user-side content platform is that. It's that. It's totally that. It's that. It's that. Yeah. And I don't mean to offend anyone.
No, thank you, because I don't.
That is why we started Mood Digital, okay, to focus on SEO, keyword-rich trend tracking, and have had a lot of success on the mobile-to-mobile, tablet-based client side. So then we use that momentum with our silent partners, Brady, Chad, Dexter, Tyler, and Tim. We started up Discrunk Media, which provides...
Okay, so we get the idea? Need some nodding. So what are some of the things these guys are doing that is not right for pitching your business? If you'd like to speak, if you can just hit the participants link and raise your hand electronically. We can't see all of you at one time, and I want to make sure you get the chance to do so. Business is about getting comfortable being uncomfortable, so we'd love to hear from you. I see Raphael raising his hand. Go ahead, Raphael.
They're speaking over each other, making it very confusing to understand what they're saying.
Good, so they're a team and they clearly haven't practiced and coordinated, so instead they're talking over one another, which is certainly going to be problematic. Marie.
I think their tone of voice kind of adding on to that seems very relaxed, almost like they don't care, even though they seem passionate about it.
Good. So Marie's talking about their tone. They're really passionate. That seems to be the case, but they're kind of laid back in how they're presenting it. So a lot of energy, but maybe not directed in the right way. What else is going on here that is probably not the right thing to do if you're pitching your business?
They don't seem prepared. They're unprofessional, it seems, with their presentation.
Okay, so Jason says they're unprepared, but also unprofessional. So what are some of the things they're doing that you would say are unprofessional? You have a couple people in the chat saying they were speaking over each other. Their attire is also being mentioned by Katie, certainly unprofessional. Anything else, Isabella?
Yeah, so they're kind of disorganized and their pitches everywhere, and you can't really understand them very well.
Yeah, so their pitches everywhere. And what is it exactly these guys do? What is their business? Does anyone know?
Something about an app technology, I don't know.
I don't know either, Marie. So we see a big problem there because the whole idea is to communicate what your business is about, and none of us seem to know what it's about. Someone talked about looking at their phones a lot. Not only are they looking at their phones are buzzing a lot, which is distracting from that communication channel. All the outside noise is making it hard for the client to understand what they're trying to say. Anything else you noticed they were doing wrong? Anyone who hasn't had a chance to speak yet, you can put it in the chat if you prefer, or feel free to go ahead and turn your mute off and just join us in the conversation. So how about some of the language they were using? Anyone see something wrong with the language? Good. So Michael talked about them using jargon or just nonsense. So some of the language they're using isn't really clear. So when you're pitching your business, you want to make sure that you're being really clear to any audience. Sometimes your audience isn't going to be familiar with your line of work. So you might say something like SEO, search engine optimization, and someone might know that, but someone else you're talking to may not. So you want to be careful to spell out any acronyms and to try to avoid jargon. Ben, you had your hand up as well. You want to contribute?
Yeah, I just wanted to point out that they're using a lot of like buzzwords, I would describe them as. So especially in like the tech startup world, there's a lot of, I would say some of the like buzzwords would be like cloud computing or like AI, stuff like that. But they're kind of just saying it just to say it, but they're not actually kind of explaining how it relates to their business.
Good, Ben. So they're throwing out a lot of buzzwords, which is actually common to throw out that jargon to make it look like you know what's going on in the industry when it's not really clear it's relevant or really useful, especially to the client potentially who's sitting there. One other thing you want to be mindful of in terms of the jargon and kind of just throwing out different words is also people's names. So they start talking about their silent investors and dropping a bunch of names that, you know, then this person they're talking to doesn't even know. So how is that useful? So they're cluttering the conversation with unuseful information. So you all did a great job seeing some of the things not to do that these guys did in their video. So here are some things that you can do. I think it's great to think of these 5 simple steps. Again, you want to kind of think about you explaining your idea to a customer, investor, even your grandma. You know, these are some of the tools you can use. First, you want to keep it short. So it shouldn't be more than a few sentences. People lose their attention very quickly. The idea is to be able to say your business in a really concise manner. And then they should ask questions, hopefully, and want to learn more, and that's when you can follow up and explain more. Identify the problem you're solving. So in one sentence, explain, you know, what's the value really of your business? So when you just saw Jessica from Dermavant talking about her business, what is her business about? Who remembers?
I think it was an app that organizes, or I think something about skincare routine.
Awesome. So see, she had a 2-minute video. She was saying hello, and Ramel, you got it spot on. She has a skincare app. Okay, and so she can talk about the value of that app, sharing a simple story about, you know, having an issue. She could show a picture of, you know, her face covered in acne and how her app helped her with that. You know, there's a quick way to show that they can have some value, and explaining that solution connects with that. You want to explain what your solution means for your customers. So in a sentence, what's the end result of your service or product? Does it save people money? Does it make their life easier? So it's an easier way for your skin routine. Or does it give them some type of new opportunity? You also want to personalize it. And that's something you should all do very well. People like to hear the story. So if it's at all possible, make your explanation relate to the person you're speaking to. For example, if you're talking to other students, you know, or other people who might be having challenges with skincare, Jessica was able to say, you know, whose hat is it in the morning once before? You know, and many of us have experienced that where you're about to speak and you have this huge zit on your face, and her app is supposed to be a solution for that. So that's what they mean by personalizing it. You can ask a question to the person you're working with and say, you know, when's a time you might have experienced this? Now, another example of that, I used to be a manager at AT&T right around the time the iPhone came out. If my grandma walked in and asked me for a phone, do you think I would offer her the iPhone? Jason's saying, no, you don't know how cool my grandma is, Jason. I'm just kidding. So for generally, what do you think that she might want out of a phone?
Something simple that she can use.
Good. So simple that she can use, that she can see. So I would have offered her a phone that had really big letters, really easy big numbers to type on, something that's loud, and something that made good phone calls, good quality reception. She doesn't need text messaging. She's not going online. So that's what they mean by trying to pay attention to your audience as well as personalizing it. And you want to make sure you're telling your story and finding parts of that story that really relate well to the people who you're talking to that might interest them. Remember, the more interactive you make your pitch, the higher the chance your audience will be receptive to it. So especially in Raptor Tank, if you watch some of our prior presentations and prior competitions, which are all over YouTube, if you look at MC Raptor Tank, you'll see that they generally tell a really good story about the problem, which demonstrates really quickly the value that their product or service solves. So those are just some helpful guidelines for you, and you'll see some links to more information. You don't have to worry about trying to sell every bell and whistle of your business. You're just trying to excite them about it so you get those follow-up questions. So we have a worksheet we'll be sending around to all of you. There's a business concept worksheet that we'll give you that'll hopefully help you throughout the week if you want to practice this. And we ask you and encourage you to practice this, giving your pitch to various people about what your business really is, what your idea really is, and being able to do it in 15 seconds. So you'll see some questions on this in line with the steps I just gave you. What is your product and service, and what does it do? How is it different from others that are available? Who's going to buy it? How will they buy it? So you want to think about things like price and convenience, how it's better. How will you generate cash flow, and how will it be promoted and sold? Those are some of the things you want to think about already with your business idea. Now, I think the best way to start pitching your business and finding out if your idea is great is to just share it with everybody. And so I'm an attorney, so I get the question a lot, like, what about sharing my idea? I'm afraid someone's going to take it and steal it. Is anyone afraid of that? Okay, I see some nodding. Someone might take my idea. Who's heard of MySpace? I got a hand here or there. Who uses MySpace?
No one.
Jason says no one. How about Facebook? Does anyone still use Facebook?
Yeah.
So both of those came out. They're really similar social media sites. It's not always about having the idea and no one else can have it. It's about execution. It was both social media sites. Facebook just happened to kind of do it better. And so it became a really prominent social media piece for a long time. It's facing some challenges now where many people are using it, and MySpace, they weren't really. So it's not always about protecting your idea. As soon as you come into market, somebody else could come out in a similar industry and they can copy it and do something really similar, even if you protect it legally, which you'll learn more about later in our program. The most important thing an entrepreneur will tell you is that you want to share your idea with as many people as you can. Why would you want to share it when there's this concern about people copying it? What are some of the benefits of sharing your idea?
You kind of open yourself up to critique or advice.
Awesome. So Marie's spot on. Critique and advice. The more people you introduce your idea to, it'll give you an idea if they really understand what your business is about. So we don't look like the guys we just saw in that video. Also, they might give you kind of different ideas that you hadn't thought of. So for example, we had a Macklin Business Institute alum who's been featured in some of our social media, Sehi Kuro. She decided to start a face mask business after this lovely pandemic has hit us. And she was selling face masks to adults. She reached out to me. I have a couple children, and I said, well, why not for kids? And she said, well, you're right, why not? You know, and so within a week, she turned around and was able to adapt her product to a whole nother market and make kids face masks for purchase as well. So you get these new perspectives as you start talking to more people, which can benefit and improve your business, while also maybe giving you some ideas of how you're communicating what your business is about and how you might want to alter the pitch. So I always think it's great to engage in practice. This is a workshop, so I'm going to ask all of you to do that today. What I'm going to ask you to do is take a turn and share with us your name and pitch your business to us. This is a safe room. You have to get comfortable being uncomfortable. In that 1 or 2 sentences, if you had to tell someone what your business idea was, I want you to practice pitching it now, because at the end of this competition, in that video presentation you'll be creating, that's exactly what you're going to do. So might as well get started with the end in mind, right? Is there anyone who wants to be super brave and go first?
I can go.
Oh, I had so many people jump in and go first. I love this. We're going to have a great year this year. I don't know whose voice that was. Who was it?
It was me.
Jose?
Des Chesley.
Oh, okay. Go ahead, Des.
All right, so my name is Des Chesley. My business idea is Chesley Kitchen Cafe. My cafe is an organic and all natural food and beverage cafe that I want to start off in Montgomery County.
Awesome, Des, that was amazing. So that was clear, concise, and look how quick it was.
Thank you.
So who can tell us what Des' business is?
Cafe, organic.
Okay, good. So they caught what it was. That's really wonderful. So Des, you're doing a good job communicating your business already. I love that you volunteered to go first. I don't want to pronounce this wrong, so please correct me. Is it Nananya?
It's Nanaya.
Nanaya, am I saying that right?
Yes, Nanaya.
Nanaya, you are next. You're a little low. If there's any way you can turn up your volume so we can hear you better.
Oh, okay, give me 1 second. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. So I already have an existing business. It's called Heaven Sent, and we are a reusable tote bag business. We donate 30% of our proceeds to organizations in need every month. And me and my sister, we created this business so that everyone, all genders and races, can feel equal and one. And that's what inspires our designs.
So what's something that she did really well with her business pitch? That was awesome. What is something she did really well?
It seemed very inclusive to me. Like I felt like I could relate to it a little bit.
Good, so it's very relatable to the audience. And what's something really valuable about her business that stood out to you?
That they give a percentage of stuff to, I think they said other organizations.
So that was really wonderful. She's highlighting that right away. Their business gives back. So it's one of the things that she thinks is really important and provides value about her business. So she's calling attention to it right away. I thought that was really great, Anaya. Thank you. Who would like to go next? We're all going to have the opportunity to do so. And feel free to electronically clap or clap out loud for anyone once they go. It's not easy to do.
I can go next.
Go ahead, Ashley.
Okay, so my idea was to create a website or an app to help families give care to their aging relatives. And what sets this apart from other options that are available now is that this one would include a financial aspect, so where they can consolidate funds to provide to the main caregiver of the family, to sort of help out their relative with doctor's bills, medications, things like that. Because in my own family, we're having a difficult time, just providing care for my grandmother and, managing all the family members that want to pitch in. And I think this is great because all families all across the world, at some point is going to have a relative that they need to give care to. This would just make that a lot easier.
Ashley, I love the idea. Thank you for sharing that with us. What is something that Ashley did well in her pitch?
She made it personal.
So she made it personal. That helps you connect. It makes her relatable. And does anybody else have, a grandma, grandpa in their family? Good. So Ashley, that's one way that you might decide to kind of flip the script and how you introduce your business. Get to that personal part first before introducing the solution, and it'll kind of key them in like, oh yeah, I have, multi-generations in our family too, and I have elder people in my family that might need help too. It'll catch their attention even if they're not in that situation yet where they're running through a struggle. And so that's perfect. Who else? Yeah, Chess, go for it.
Wait, that was Jason.
What's the real name?
Jason. I'm using my phone to talk since it's better audio.
It's okay. I'm just going to rename you so we can see Jason on the screen. Go ahead, Jason.
All right. My name is Jason Fatso, and my business concept is Sage VR, which is using VR, virtual reality, to bring interactive education into remote classrooms and hopefully regular classrooms after Corona hits. Because I know how hard it is to concentrate during Zoom sessions and everything. And most people are visual learners who can't really pay attention to a screen. So I think bringing virtual reality where the teacher's really right in front of you, it can really help people succeed in schools.
Thank you, Jason. Remember, you're allowed to clap. I see some of you doing it. It's great. What's something Jason did really well in his pitch?
Very current. relatable for literally everybody here.
Very current in our specific audience at Montgomery College. It's certainly relatable. Where it's relatable right now, we're on a Zoom, right? Everyone's trying to stay engaged, and wouldn't it be fun if it was virtual reality? So Jason, same thing like we saw with Ashley, you might consider asking a question like, you know, who's been on a Zoom call lately because of the pandemic? And that's a good way to hook in, you know, your potential audience and offer them the solution after. So just bring that kind of hook up front and then offer the solution afterwards will be a good way to catch their attention too while you're pitching your business. Who else has a business? Go ahead, Raphael, sorry.
So me and my friend Jose, who's actually on this call, we're thinking about creating a clothing line that's completely recycled, like made of organic material, called Pristine Horizons. And what our goal is basically fight climate change. Like if you buy our clothing, you'll be fighting climate change, you'll be contributing. Because we see all these statistics today about like scientists saying that our like children are gonna have problems like dealing with getting water and all that stuff, and that a lot of like the environment is gonna be gone or publicized by the time that we have like grandchildren. So it's really concerning for me, and I'm sure for a lot of other people who care about climate change. So that's what our goal is.
Awesome. Thank you, Raphael, for sharing that. And Jose, did you want to add anything? It looks like you guys are teammates. I want to make sure you have the chance too.
Yeah, can you guys hear me well? Because I've been having trouble with connectivity. Yeah. Not only is our brand going to be focused in being made out of recycled material, but we also want to really bring attention, and we feel to, you know, the climate problem that we're having today. And we feel that with our clothing designs, like we can really make, you know, climate change advocacy cool among especially like young people with clothing. So that's I think something that will make us different than other brands.
Thank you, Jose, and thank you, Raphael. What did Raphael and Jose do well in their pitch?
Talk about current issues that we're facing.
Good. So we see a current issue you might be interested in. I like the way, Jose, you put that you're making climate change cool. That was a good way to kind of catch the attention of our specific audience. You're making it fun and cool and hip, which is awesome. Again, another thing you might want to think about is, again, putting that problem up front before you put the solution there. And so you can pull some great statistics about some of the issues with climate change, which it seems like you're both very familiar with, and introduce some of those to get us scared if we're not familiar with some of the problems that we're facing in that area, and how your business then is, you know, taking advantage of that and helping that in some way. So that's really cool. And you did a great job explaining how your clothing business is different from others as well. Good job, team. Who wants to go next?
Can I go?
Yeah, please do.
So I'm Mel. My business, I'm starting a belt company, and that designs fashionable plus durable belts for men. But what makes us different is that our belts isn't a traditional belt that has holes in them. It has a track system on the inside that allows for a more adjustable and precise fit for everyone. And so that's pretty much it so far.
Thank you, Ramel. And I see some people clapping. Good job. What's something that Ramel did well in his pitch?
I think it addresses a very real problem, I will say. Like, I actually really like that idea.
Ramel, that's always a good sign when you see people like excited about your idea and you see their response. If someone's looking really bored partway through, or they're kind of like, oh, that's not a good sign. So that's great. That means you have a great idea. And thank you, you did a great job pitching it.
No
Who wants to go next?
I can go next.
Go ahead, Navan.
My name is Nevin West, and you can kind of see behind me. I run my own sneaker and streetwear resale company, where in today's world there are a lot of sneakers that are extremely high demand and are produced in extremely low quantities, which allows them to influx in price, creating an insane aftermarket. And because of this, there are lots of counterfeits that are made, and my goal is to provide a reliable website and source to be able to purchase these limited goods.
Good job, Navan. Sorry, can you pronounce one more time your name? I think I just mispronounced it.
It's Nevin.
Nevin, I knew it. So like Evan, Nevin. I'll remember that. Sorry. Nevin, wonderful idea. We've actually had some participants in the program throughout the years with a similar concept, and so I hope you look into that. What's something Nevin did really well in his pitch?
I like that he showed us the sneakers behind him. It was like a visual prop, I guess, to use in it.
Actually, you're spot on. So those visuals are really helpful. And if you look back at prior presentations from participants, you'll see they use a lot of visuals, even if it's an idea that you haven't actually made into a real product yet, or it's hard, you have an app idea, you can show them some sort of mock-up on the screen can be helpful. So those visuals are a great way to help pitch your business, to help illustrate it for the visual people in the room, which is wonderful. Thank you, Nevin. That was great.
Oh, can I go?
Absolutely, Isabella.
Hi everyone. My name is Isabella, and I want to create an online service which helps businesses like startups and stuff like that in developing countries, and like kids our age trying to make businesses and stuff, kind of like hold their hand throughout the process of making their business. So because I see now with the coronavirus, everyone's trying to make a living. So, and especially where I'm from Bolivia, and the place I lived in Africa, I've seen a lot of people try to do this, but they don't know where to start, or they don't know like what are my first steps. So I want to create an online business that like can help them, like an easy accessible online platform where they can go into and get that information. Yeah.
So what's something Isabella did really well with her pitch?
Very current with the pandemic. I like how she related it to that.
And what else?
Oh, sorry. I'm also in my car, so it's kind of distracting. Sorry about that.
That's okay. I saw at the beginning, I was going, oh, she's driving while she's doing this. At least you're not driving, Isabella. So something else she did well was she connected it back to her home. So she talked about Bolivia, which was great. Living in Africa is another good connection. And so that's something you might see other people relating to as well. And so that's wonderful. Something you might want to consider, Isabella, it sounds like you want some kind of online platform that helps simplify through the process of starting a business for young entrepreneurs specifically.
Yes.
Good. So you might want to, the more people you talk to, you might get ideas, like having some type of mentor network as part of that. And so that's something you can fleshing out. I love the idea, kind of almost like consulting for a new business startup.
Yeah.
And I like how you're have a very specific market. So that's wonderful. You also might want to connect with our co-leads about our MBI consulting team, which does a lot of helping students with businesses as well. Who wants to go next? Everyone's going to get a chance.
I'll go next.
Go ahead, Marie.
Okay, my name is Mari, sorry. Yeah, Mari. My business is called the Marior Venture, and my products will include sustainable accessories. So that could span from earrings, necklaces, belts, bracelets, anything of the sorts that will go with your outfit. I want to promote sustainability because in the fashion industry right now, sustainability is a really, really large topic. It's really no debate that resources are running out in the world. So I want to make products that can either be recyclable or made from recyclable materials, but at the same time of, you know, helping the environment, you receive elegant and quality products. And I want, you know, to have styles of all kinds. It won't just be limited to cute or edgy or, you know, elegant and sophisticated. It will cover all things because I feel like when you have that aesthetic to match with your outfit, it will make you feel a lot better about yourself. So yeah.
I love it. So something Mari could do for her business. Anyone have ideas for her pitch?
One thing she did well was not limit her business. She says it's going to be selling all types of clothing, right? So it's really going to appeal to everyone, or it's not going to limit to a specific group.
Thank you, Jason. And Mari, something you might consider is the visuals that you guys talked about that you like. It'd be nice to see some of what you have in mind.
Actually,
too.
I do have some things next to me if you want to look.
So you just hold them up, you know? That's okay to do.
Yeah, well, for some, like, I have like some cute charms. This is like a cat. You know, for like the more subtle, like cute aesthetic. I also have like other charms. that for more edgy kind of feel vibes, but this is made out of metal.
Good. So when you launch your businesses, don't be afraid to show those visuals, show what you have, make mock-ups. That's wonderful. It's a good way to help. Who wants to go next?
I guess I can go.
You can go ahead.
Oh, sorry. Okay. So my name is Michael Whiteman. Having worked in a bowling alley for 2 years, one thing I know about bowlers, whether league bowlers or casual bowlers, is that they absolutely love to drink. And I've been working in a coffee shop for about a year now. And what I want to do is I want to provide bowlers with a fun new way to drink while they bowl. So I would be making non-coffee based fraps and, you know, adding a little bit of alcohol to them in a way that enhances the flavors of the drink. And it would allow bowlers to be more open to the idea of coffee as well as provide a different way for them to consume it.
Thank you, Michael. So what's something Michael did really well with his business pitch?
I like how he included his experience in his pitch.
Good. So that adds credibility to include kind of how you connect to it, whether it's your story or any type of work experience you might have with the business. And
Also, like how his business is scalable. Like it's not limited to one thing. Like it's scalable to, I guess, like a mass production type of thing. So it's not just one.
good. So he's focused on helping bowlers, but you can see some opportunities for expansion, which is really good. Andre, I know you wanted to go. Can you go next?
Yeah. Hello, everyone. My name is Andres. Basically, my idea is to create an app, an online piggy bank, which is like stop using coins. For instance, let's say we go to 7-Eleven and the cashier, instead of giving us the coins, we can just use the near field communication, such as Apple Pay. I don't know, maybe you have seen it, and scan through where you pay, and then instead of getting the coins, just getting on the online piggy bank directly to your account.
That's really cool. So a lot of companies do that as a form of donation. And so you're saying kind of keep the change for yourself and have it in savings then, instead of actually just having a bunch of coins in your pocket.
Yeah.
Love that your dog's joining us as well. What's something that you did that was good outside showing us his dog?
I like how it's online because I feel like because of the pandemic, again, nobody's going to be really, I guess, handling money like that. It's just going to become more and more online at the farther we go now from here. So I kind of like how it's online rather than, like you said, having the coins or whatever.
And as a quick fact, according to Covanta, the U.S. residents throw away like $1.8 million in coins every year. So I just, stop using it. Sorry.
Andre, I call that bearing the lead. That was really good information. You have a great data point to show why your business is important. So you might want to put that up front next time as well. Danielle, you were asking about your audio. Do you want to go next so we can see if it's working? And if it's not, that'll give you a little time to fix it.
Yeah, can you hear me all right?
Yes.
Awesome. I wanted to start up a business that involved artisan keycaps. So for those of you who don't know what artisan keycaps are, they're the keycaps that are on your keyboard right now. So this would relate to everybody. This would be for people who would like to customize their keyboard, and a lot of the artisan keycaps actually link your childhood nostalgia to functionality. So like you could make a keycap, for example, of your favorite, let's see, cartoon character, like Courage the Cowardly Dog. You can make one of him and you can put it on your keyboard, and then like whenever you're using your keyboard, you'd be pressing on like, Courage the Cowardly Dog. Or even like, for example, Sailor Moon. I know that's a big thing right now. So like, there's no box you could put this keycap idea in because it's all art in the end. And yeah, I think that's something that I would really like to do. And my twist on it is that keycaps are actually made from polycarbonates, depending on like, what kind of keyboard you have. And I want to actually make them with eco-friendly resin and all those kinds of solutions, just so we have the option and the convenience of having quality keycaps without, just reducing the quality of it.
Thank you, Danielle. So what's something Danielle did very well?
She defined. Oh, sorry. She
Okay, you
defined
go
what
ahead.
they were. She defined what her product was at the beginning.
Indian food for tonight.
Sorry?
Indian food.
Isabella, go
Oh,
ahead.
sorry. Sorry, my dad is speaking. So she defined her product very well at the beginning for those of us who didn't know.
So that's really helpful and it's a neat idea. So that's wonderful, Danielle. Thank you for sharing that with us, and I'm glad you could join us. There's a couple of you that haven't gotten to go yet. Who would like to go next?
I could go.
Go ahead, Katie.
So my business idea is Runway in Motion, and the reason behind that was I found that often a lot of creators and designers have all these amazing ideas, but they aren't able to bring them to life because they lack the resources or money, so they feel limited on what they can do and how much they can do. So I wanted to create a space where people join together and we'd give them the opportunity and teach them the skills they need going into fashion, provide access to resources at an inexpensive rate, and feature inspired creations, so to provide them a platform to get recognized.
That's really cool, Katie. So what's something Katie did well?
She has a very target audience that I think would do really well with her business.
Good. So sometimes that's helpful, just have really, really focused niche that you're working on, and the judges can often relate to that. We have a couple more of you who haven't gone. I want to make sure I give you the opportunity to. Would you like to go?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. So, hi, my name is Justice. I've been playing softball for about 6 years now, and the prices are usually very expensive, from $500 to $1,000 sometimes. And so my business idea is providing a softball clinic that's cheap and available to everybody in my community.
Love it. That was really concise. It's Justice?
Yes.
Awesome name too. What's something that Justice did well?
She made it personal.
Good. So she made it personal, and the length also was really good. She quickly was able to talk about her business in a short amount of time, and sometimes you don't have more than that. That's really wonderful, Justice. Is there anyone who hasn't gotten the chance to go? I think there's one or two of you we haven't heard from yet.
I could go.
Go ahead.
Hi, my name is Jamil Malik. I'm a first-generation college student of Pakistani and German parents. So I like to cook. So I came up with this idea because my kind of recipes are unique because of the background that I have with that German touch, that Pakistani touch. And every time I make my food, people ask me, how do you make it? And when I explain them how to make it, they just like, where do I find this? Where do I find that? So I'm like, let me just make a pre-made marinade with this unique blend, so they don't have to find the recipe, they don't have to take their time to make the recipe, and they just simply pop it open, mix it in the chicken, and throw it on the grill, and that's that. So my kind of marinade is called Heat and Eat, and I look to expand it to different dishes as I go along with this journey.
That was really good. What did he do well with his pitch?
I like the story behind his business.
Good. So he did a really good job sharing a story, and which is really catching and will attract attention. So that's wonderful. It's also very unique. I love the idea. Thank you so much for sharing.
Thank you.
Who else hasn't had a chance to go and would like to do so?
Hi, my name is Ajo Evanla, and I'm the CEO, founder, and sole proprietor of JoJo's Outstanding Jojoba Oil, or JoJo's for short. And the title comes in tandem of my name and my story behind my natural hair. So we aim to be the one-stop shop for all things natural hair products, and we sell all natural hair products for all natural hair types with all natural ingredients. So what makes my brand different from all the other hair products on the market? Well, we're more than just products because it's more than just hair. The brand is also largely rooted in advocacy because unfortunately, having natural hair in today's society still comes with its fair share of implications. We aim to change this one product at a time.
I love it. So what's something that she did well?
Very organized. She knew exactly what she was saying.
You could tell she was prepared. So that was really, really good. You certainly seemed very prepared in how you pitched. I also loved your energy. So the judges will like it. Other people will like it when you share your ideas. If you're passionate about them and bring a lot of energy and excitement to them, they're going to kind of feel that excitement and energy and want to be a part of it too. And you did a great job doing that even virtually, even when we can't see you. So that was impressive. And who
Thank
else
you.
would like a chance to go? So I want us to take a moment and do a round of applause for everybody who shared their pitch today. We have a lot of very interesting ideas, a lot of unique ideas, a lot of fun, helpful ideas. And so I'm really excited to be working with all of you, as I'm sure our other faculty advisors and the leads are as well. Again, this is a student-run program to help other students. So I'm going to circle back to our wonderful leads so they can do some recap and tell you what to expect for the rest of the program. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much, Professor Weiser. I hope you guys enjoyed that workshop. I know I did. It's just great to kind of hear everybody's ideas and you know, get to know each other a little bit. So to recap, I just want to let you guys know, so every Wednesday we're going to have some sort of either a workshop or a pre-recorded ed puzzle for you guys. So make sure you're looking out for that. I would recommend putting your schedule 4 to 5 p.m. on Wednesdays. Just have that time off. Even if we're not having a live workshop, that would be a great time to work on your ed puzzles. Additionally, I would make sure to write down dates. You can write down October 14th as the networking event. You can write November 4th as the last day to submit your presentations. And additionally, I wanted to let everyone know that there is prize money for our top competitors. So if you guys go through with all the workshops and you submit your presentation and your pitch and the judges really liked it, then you could be eligible to win up to, we have $2,500 in seed money this year, which you guys could use for business expenses and to help bring your ideas to life. So yeah, I just hope you guys had a great time, and we'll be sending out details shortly regarding the ed puzzle. And yeah, thank you guys for coming.
Before we finish up wrapping up real quick, I just wanted to talk a little bit more about the ed puzzle. I'm getting a warning that my connection's unstable, so can everybody hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, great. Sorry, I had to move before, so hopefully it works better down here. So I don't know if all of you are familiar with Ed Puzzle, but Ed Puzzle is an interactive video where you can go and work through one of our workshops and you'll be able to answer some short questions, and we'll be asking you some questions that really make you think critically about your business. So you'll be able to expand through your business, add on to it, refine your ideas. So you will be getting the full benefit of a asynchronous workshop. So with that in mind, throughout Raptor Tank, you'll be get to the final competition. We're hopefully, we hope you're adding all of these ideas you learned throughout the workshops onto your business and preparing it for the final competition. And next week, we'll be assigning you an ed puzzle, which will open Friday the 18th at 10 a.m. And this workshop will help you identify businesses of your business. So it will cover the SWOT analysis. Does anybody know what the SWOT analysis is?
Strengths, weaknesses,
I can't see everybody. So
threats.
know what it is, go ahead and shout it out.
Strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and
that?
threats. A Joe.
Exactly. So that's perfect. So next week, you'll be getting a presentation by Polly Vale. She's an independent consultant for social media impact, and she also has a wonderful workshop plan. We'll also be sending an email with some supplies you need to complete that workshop.
With that said, looking ahead past the SWOT analysis workshop, opening on Friday the 25th at 10 a.m., we'll have another ed puzzle about marketing your business by Shai Palvani, who's an established entrepreneur in the community, focusing on marketing your business. And to make it clear, on this week, we are having that ed puzzle, like I said, on Friday the 25th at 10 a.m. But in addition to that, we're having a live workshop still, held by MBI Consulting, which will dive into the social media aspects of marketing your business. And that will be on September 30th at our usual time from 4 to 5 p.m. on Wednesday. And just to make it clear, the Ed Puzzle for marketing closes on the 2nd of October, excuse me.
Great, thank you, Evan. So that was a lot of information. I know it's kind of hard to take that in after Professor Weiser's great presentation. It's a lot. So we'll be sending you an email at the end of this workshop with all of the important information, the workshops you need, and all of that great stuff. We will be releasing the first Ed Puzzle this Friday, so make sure you keep an eye out for that. We'll make sure to send you a reminder about it. And just to make sure, just to keep up on updates and reminders, please join the Raptor Tank GroupMe. If you look in the lower right corner, that is the QR code, which you can scan right now to sign up. So if you haven't signed up, this is really important to make sure you stay in the loop with everything. I know emails can get kind of chaotic, so it's great to be in a group chat with everybody, and it's great to ask questions. So while we have some people scanning the code, Angel, do you mind? Thank you. Do any of you have any questions?
Yeah, if you guys don't have any questions, I think that should be the end of the workshop. Thank you guys so much for coming, and we hope to see you guys soon.